Hi everyone, this is Deborah, and today I'm going to continue my making of my pretty pink and blue file folder, or whatever it is I'm making. I haven't quite decided yet. I haven't done anything for a little while because I've been having a few issues with my health, but I'm back again, although I might be speaking a little bit funny because I've been having some dental work done, so I didn't want to not make some videos, so I've just decided you'll just have to put up with the funny talking. So what I've done since I last did this one was I've taken some fabric. This is just the offcut from my quilts, and I have a whole basket of these little offcut things where I've been making stuff for quilting, and I've just folded it in half like that, lengthways, and then I've put it through the sewing machine, and as I've put it through, I've just sort of pinched it like this, so as it's gone through the machine it's naturally folded over, and I've got this little frilly bit here. And I've also got some lace which is pink. Been through my stash and looking for everything that's pink, and this one here I've just sewn another piece on top of all of that. So now I'm going to continue on to the next pages, and I will probably be doing a bit more sewing because I've got all of this stuff out. I've also got some pink seam binding which I thought might go fairly well. I don't have much in blue, so I think I'm going to stick with pink, which is, you know, it's girly anyway, isn't it? This is the cover of the paper pack, and I want to cut it off here and use this top section of the paper pack. I'm going to make a little pocket with that, and I've got a few other little things that I'm going to be making today as well to get this done. It's another dull day in Brisbane with lots of rain, so I've had to put the lights on, so I do have a bit of shadowing, but there's nothing I can do about that. And I'll make a pocket down here with this piece of pink. It's pink stars, so that's really adorable. And I'll make a little pocket, and then I've got a little card to go in there. I'm not quite sure which one yet, but I'm going to find something to go in there. So I'm probably going to sew all this down, because what I might do as well is put another piece of that lace across there. I'll put this darker blue one because it's going to give it some contrast then. And I could even do a pocket in here as well. So I'm going to have a pocket here and a pocket here, and have the dark blue one up the top, just overlapping, yeah, maybe half an inch, a little bit more. They're a tiny bit too wide for the paper, so I probably need to cut just a smidge, like a 1/16 of an inch off either side, and then I can do my pockets and put them in. So I'll pop away and do that. I've sewn the lace on the top of the pocket, and I'm putting the pink one down. Just going to get it so we can, I think I'll start with the blue. Just putting some glue onto this and glue it down. Now I could ink some edges, but I'm trying my best not to do that as much as I want to, because pink and brown go beautifully together. I'm really trying not to ink any edges with this one. I'm trying to be a good girl and stick with the theme of the day, which is pretty in pink. To cut the notch, I'm not going to measure, I'm just going to fold the card in half roughly and give it a little pinch, and that will get roughly in the centre of where I need to go. And then I'll be able to put something down in here and put this pocket in here. And get those stuck down too. This little one, and I might just find some paper to make a little journal in here. Like that. Could do this one like this, couldn't I? Yep. You could write on both of these because they're not full of words, and that's ever so cute. I don't want to do anything with that, so I'm just going to run some glue down the back of this and just into the spine, and put the other one on top, so I've created the little book quite easily without worrying about sewing or anything like that. You can just fold a piece of paper in half like this, and you've got a little spot in there to put that. Make this book a bit fancier. I've got a piece of fabric that I ruffled just before, and I'm going to put it on here. Stick it down with some glue on the edge of this book, just to give it a bit of interest, make it a bit more frilly. When that dries a bit, I will trim the edges of it off. That's a cute one. That'll go in there, so I'll put it aside to dry for now. And this pack also comes with a sheet that I've just cut up, which is all of these images here. And I thought I could take one of these and enhance this page here a little bit. This little folded pocket thing I'm making. Trim it up a bit more. A bit more of this lace, so it might be something different. I've got a bunch of it here. The same, yeah, a bit more of this fabric, not lace. It's been hanging around a while, so it's quite thready. That's actually not a bad thing. Get some of those threads so it's a bit scrappier. Go back and put one of these on the front. How's this one? That's a bit big. Don't like that one. Trying to find something that's the right size. I think I'll use this one here with the flowers. Just need to cut the edges. Okay. This is probably dry enough now. I'll trim that up. Trim that fabric off there a little. That can go in here. Might even have a picture on here to break up all of that stuff that's happening on there. That's too big. Maybe this long one, that might look good on there. So that's going to go in there. And then we've got more here. Maybe put a floral down this time. I'm going to make an envelope down here. Just going to be a basic envelope. I folded that not quite in half because I want to get another piece and actually put the flap on it. Now I'm going to take one of these little pictures and put it down. Let me find a little one. Yep. So I just want to make a little flap that I can tuck the top into. So in order to do that, I'm just putting this down so that that will come out. So I'm putting glue just on the bottom half. And then you can pull that out like that. And I'll trim it to the edge so that I can get a bit of an envelope shape happening on it. I'm just hand trimming it, I'm not measuring it. Let's see. This side needs to go in a little bit more. You can measure it if you're not comfortable hand trimming. But, you know, I'm happy just to hand trim that and see how that goes. And then we'll stick it down on the back of the, onto the piece. Nice to have little pockets and things so that you can use them, put things into them or whatever it is that you want to do. And I'm going to put one here too. I've just made a little card. I've notched it out with my envelope punch board, and that can just poke in there. So you can pull it out and write on the back or the front or whatever you want to write on. So let me see if it's looking girly enough. Is it looking pretty and pink enough? Got everything in the way so you can hardly see anything. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think so. I think what I might do is put a bit more lace or something down this side here. Maybe I can do another one of those ruffles that I did before. I just sewed a piece of that pink lace on there to make it pretty. And I could probably sew some across here too. No, might leave that how it is. That's the front done. And I will probably do the back in a simple manner because I've got the pockets and tags and things here. So I'm just going to complete the back by adding some different card on them. Just trimming away all those bits. The only other thing I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put a ruffle along the bottom here because I can sew that on. I've got nothing behind there, but I might do the other one the same as I've done with the ruffle going up. Instead of a ruffle, I opted for a piece of lace because I thought if I did a ruffle it might get in the way if I wanted to have it standing up. So I've just done a piece of that same pretty pink lace and I'm quite happy with that actually. Now just because I can't go completely grungeless, I try, but I have to put some grunge on here. So I've got these clipping stickers which are Tim Holtz, never opened them. I've had them for not that long but I haven't had a chance to use them yet. Have a look at them. And what they are is they're from books and things, so you could just use your books and do this yourself, but they're actually from books. So I want to try and find some that are appropriate, and they're in the font of the book, and there's even some pinky coloured ones. Okay, so I'm just going to put some on here. This one says To Dreamland. Fits perfectly down there. And I just saw one that says I Had a Lovely Time, which I thought might be really quite appropriate for the front of the book. And let's see, I do want some on these as well. What else have we got? Oh, I thought they were thick, but there's actually two here. So here's another pinky one. It says In My Heart I Know. Oh no, this is better. Every Dream That Lingers. These are just little things. As people are looking through it, they'll see these little sayings and have their own thoughts about them, which I always think is rather nice. This one here says Whisper to My Heart. Put it down here. And I think I'm done. So here is the one that started it all, and mine isn't quite as pink as theirs, probably just because the papers aren't, and the ribbons and things are a bit more toned down, but I still managed to do something that's really, really out of my comfort zone. So I hope that you enjoyed that, and that might inspire you to do your own things that are out of your comfort zone. This is Deborah. Thanks for putting up with me today, and I will catch you next time. Cheers.